This time should work, I'm hoping. The angle's better. I'm gonna start stretching and start talking. I hope you can hear me. Let me know in the comment section if you need the volume to be a little bit higher. Um, but I'm gonna start out. Hold on. Okay. Okay, because YouTube has been so terribly toxic lately, I kind of want us to start with breathing. Let's start with breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Release that toxicity out of your body, out of your brain. Don't get invested in it. Just wherever you hold your stress, I hold my stress in my back, in my neck, my scapula. So when you're breathing in, I want you to think of where you hold your stress. And as you breathe out, I want you just to let that pain out. Let it go, okay? So let's begin. Sometimes it helps to make you use your voice while you breathe out. One more time. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can continue that further if you need to pause this and continue breathing, by all means. Some of us may need to take a few more breaths. Okay, so basically what I want to do, I wanted to talk about the recent happenings of as YouTube turns, or also known as Truthfully Trisha. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Don't if this leaks, like, okay. So the realness is gonna come out here, okay? The realness is gonna come out, okay? I'm never, ever, ever gonna talk trash. I'm never, ever. Just put your hands facing up, down, up, down. Just keep doing that while I talk, okay? I will never, ever, ever, ever talk badly about that girl. Number one, her actions aren't her right now, okay? She's drinking on meds she shouldn't be drinking on. She's an alcoholic. She has convinced herself that it is okay to react and be the way she is. There's nothing that I can do for that. As an alcoholic, I should have left a long time ago, but I had faith in her that she would change. That is why I stuck around. I kept seeing her get better. Like, they say progress before perfection in AA. That's a really big statement, because as long as you're progressing in sobriety, that's all that matters. See, now she's going through her downward spiral. She hasn't hit bottom yet, okay? And as you know, everyone must hit a bottom. And it says in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous to not waste your time on people who do not want to get well. Which I find to be very, very, very true, because I could be putting my energy into somebody who wants to get well. Does that make sense? So go forward lean, touch the ground if you can. Head down, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, we're shaking off all that negativity, okay? So I was informed that this morning, after her shenanigans, she feels she did nothing wrong and it was all funny. Now, arms out. I want you to twist. I'm going to continue talking. Hold that twist. If you got to put your legs together like that and do it, it feels better for you, do it. She is in denial. She doesn't want to stop drinking. She would rather lose everyone that cares for her and keep her drink. How do I know? I've been there. So when I see her like this, it hits home. It's more on a personal level. It touches me in here because I know what that feels like. Climb forward, stretch your feet. You can go out as far as you can. You don't have to go this far out. And I think that is why I stuck around so long, because I've seen miracles happen in AA. I've also seen a lot of people die. And that's why it's very, very, very serious to me. And I take my recovery very serious. I'm coming up on 8 years in July. And as y'all know, I didn't spend all this time, all this hard work to sit here and watch a 4-year-old woman crash and burn. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I've done everything that I can, that I know of, to help her, and it's not helping. So I need to back away. I need to step away. I need to start focusing on things that really matter, people that want to get well, okay? And that's where my stance is. Not that she doesn't matter. It's just you can't talk to a drunk, you can't talk to an alcoholic and their disease. Because the more you talk about stepping away from the drink, the more defensive they're going to get, the more excuses they're going to make. And it's a never-ending cycle, because how do I know? I've been there. Sure, it crushes me. Sure, I'm upset. But how do I put this? Like, you can't really get mad. It's like trying to fight with a toddler. Does that make sense? It's like trying to discuss serious matters with a toddler. Okay? Hold on. I thought I saw someone talking. Let's find out. Hi, Karen. Yay. I was just discussing you know who. So I just want you to go ahead and sit like this. If you haven't already stretched out, I don't know if you can go to the beginning. I'll just keep stretching. It's like talking to a toddler. They're not going to understand what you're saying. I mean, you're trying to take them away from the only thing they think that they have. So obviously, they need to make up some kind of excuse to keep drinking. It's really freaking sad. But I gotta let her go, you know what I mean? I gotta let it go. As the big book says, don't waste time with people who don't want help. Because there could be somebody that wants help that you're overlooking. And that's what matters to me. So, I've been following her for 3 years now? So I've seen her addiction completely take her places to the depths of fucking hell, okay? I've watched it live. And she still wants to drink. So there's nothing I can do about that right now. You know what I mean? I'm done. I can't help that. No one can. No one can help that. Arch up like a cat. Breathe out. Breathe in. See what you're saying in just a minute. I think it's better. I just feel clunky today. So we're going to go ahead and stretch one arm up. So while I'm talking, hold this position. She is being very selfish. Yes. She is being very self-destructive. Yes. She is being very dismissive to people who care. Yes. She is, she's sabotaging herself. Like, she has to go to school and she's all hungover. Like, hello. Well, that's how I passed college, so if I can do it, I'm sure she can. But I said switch arms, did I? Switch arms and hold that. Everything she's going through right now, I've done to myself. Try to go down to child's pose just for a second, just to stretch her back out for a little bit. But I've done everything she's doing, and so that's why I think I supported her for so long, or tried to help her for so long, was because I saw her in myself. Well, I saw myself in her, rather. But she's not ready, so I'm gonna walk away quietly. I'm not gonna watch her because I don't watch drama channels. I really mean that. I actually really don't watch them. People are just like, wow, you know, did you see so and so and so's chat talk shit on you? I have no idea. Like, I legit have to get like screenshots, or someone has to let me know what's going on, switch legs, in order for me to know what's going on. Because I don't follow that shit. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's just unhealthy. So obviously I'm not going to follow her because she's being very unhealthy. I think to go join the crowd and start talking shit on her now would be disgusting. Granted, she's hurt my feelings many times, but again, remind you, we're dealing with someone that's like a 3-year-old, a toddler. Okay, when my toddler says, "Mommy, I'm gonna hit you. You're mean. I don't like you," because I'm reprimanding her. I don't sit there and start trying to fight with her because she's 3. Okay, and I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt because she's fucking 3. So a lot of people don't understand that aspect of alcoholism, especially with a bipolar person. They're gonna fuck with you as much as they can for as long as they can to get what they want. I know that from experience, thank you, and that's just being alcoholic alone. Never mind the bipolar part. Okay. So you're dealing with someone very, 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 very unstable. I personally am not going to start joining in the hate groups. That's just not me. I would never do that. Let me see what you said. Hold on before I start stretching further. Pardon my orange face. Coloring is so weird on here. I want to switch it. There. I wasn't sure how this worked. I understand totally, and I appreciate you giving me insight on her. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and I think people do understand that, but they continue to poke and prod anyways because they want to see the pain, they want to see the hurt, they want to see the show, and that's where I'm really like that. Oh, that is so disgusting to me. I'll never understand that kind of mentality. Like, I don't know what that is, and I'm glad that I don't know what that is because that's just, I don't know what. It's just sick. Okay, so we're gonna flex our feet, sit like this, and just go forward as far as you can. Don't push it. Not forgetting to breathe through these stretches is very important. So, on the whole ATX tomahawk thing, here's my stance on that. Sit up straight. And again, listen, ATX was one of her biggest haters of all. She was in her very first hater group, and then she ends up swooping up her husband. I don't feel that that's good. I don't like that. You know what I mean? For Sean just to go for the first punani that comes around and have it be one of her haters, to me it's very obvious that they're not happy. They jumped into it really quickly, and I'm almost positive that's not going to last. Just my opinion. But if he is truly happy, then good for him. But I just think that's a shade on her part to do that. You know what I mean? To know that you're dealing with this mentally ill, alcoholic, bipolar, batshit crazy woman, and you're just gonna swoop up her husband in her time of crisis. Good job. You know what I mean? Like, it does say through better or for worse. It says that when you get married. I'm a stickler on marriage. I believe once you're married, you're fucking stuck with being married. That's why it took me so long to get married. Just saying. That's my stance on it. I'm not going to judge anybody that goes into their chats, though, and congratulates them. That's on them. I mean, we knew Tomahawk and Trish together, you know, so we did build a relationship with him as well. So I understand why people are, you know, saying congratulations, yada, yada, yada. I'm just not a really big fan of ATX. I was up until what she did. She's done a lot of shady stuff. And to be in recovery and to do that, it's just a questionable person that I don't want to be a part of or talk to or, you know, it's a no-go for me. But that's my opinion. I'm allowed to have that opinion. She doesn't seem like somebody that's in recovery, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. So you won't see me in their chats or in their lives. But if you're in there, I mean, by all means, like, I'm not gonna judge you for that. I'm not gonna, you know, that's we all are entitled to our thoughts and how we feel and what we think and what we see is happening, our interpretation of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna like hate on anybody that's in their chat. So go ahead and either just like lay like this or put your head up for support on your neck, which is what I do. And then I want you, I don't see, you see my feet? Oosh. So basically all we're doing is point, flex down. Point your toe like a ballerina and then flex it down. I'm hoping you can see this. 3, breathing through it. 4, having full control. 5 and 6. And then we're going to do the opposite where we're going to flex up, point down. 1. I have to keep track on this, so I'll tell you more about what I'm thinking in a second. But I have to concentrate on counting. I can't do, my brain just, it's mush. I think that's 4. Slow. Flex up. Point down. 5. Last but not least, I know this one's gonna feel a little bit. Oof. There we go. And you're gonna feel it in your ass, and that's where you should be feeling it. Okay. Yeah, flex those feet, move them around. Switch sides. Oh yeah, that feels so good. If you're actually doing this with me, it feels awesome. And I understand how people, like some people don't necessarily understand what alcoholism is or what bipolar is or what they are together. It's very scary. She's sick. She's ill. 1. Point and flex. Try to go as slow as possible because that's where the exercise, that's where the real workout is. You know what I mean? 4, point and flex, point up, flex down. 5, point up, flex down. I think this is 6. So now we're gonna what? Flex up, point down. 1, and then after this we'll talk more. 2, 3. Sorry if you hear my washing machine. 4. It's usually not like this. It's been one of those days. And point down. I think that's 6. Okay. Let your piggies rest. Slowly let yourself up. But the people that I'm mostly concerned about are the people that purposefully trigger her, the people that purposely, you know, talk shit on her, talk bad on her, like she's just like ugly and a piece of shit and that she's talentless and that she's this, that, and the other. You know, people that talk shit on ill people, that's like talking shit on someone with special needs, legitimately. It's like saying, oh, hey, the kid over there, you know, that has special needs is drooling all over themselves. Gross. Like that's honestly, that's what you're doing, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. You don't have to have my opinion. It's okay. We can all have our own opinions. But it's just people don't understand the disease of alcoholism, and they don't understand what it is to be bipolar. And I don't expect people to. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not going to go hate on the people hating on her. But then they come for me, and it's like, what the do I do then? You know what I mean? This is bridge. I want you to hold this for as long as you can. This hurt me when I first started doing it after my C-section, but it feels fine now. The only time I have a problem with the haters is when they start coming for me or using my content to gain views. That's when I get pissed off. That's when you'll see me fight back mostly. I used to fight for Trish. I used to fight Trish's battles in the beginning, but then I found out that was stupid, and it was like really dumb. You live, you learn on YouTube, man. I mean, I must say, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Let's start. Let me see what you're saying. Ooshka. That was my first abdominal roll up since my C-section. I don't know what I did just now. Yes, that bothers me also. These kind of haters that just like to watch the shit show. Yes, they don't have any good intent and just want. And plus, they want views for themselves as well. You know, which that is just pure evil. Like, it's gross. I can't get behind that. I never will. She'll probably, if she starts talking shit on me, let's say she's all drunk, and then a couple nights again. Nikki left me. She was never my friend. She's ugly. She's fat. Yada yada. That's not her. Okay, that's not her talking. You guys, you know her, right? We've all seen who she really is. That's not her, and I'm not going to get mad. It's like almost being. You know what? Here's a good example. It's kind of like being possessed. If you believe in that kind of stuff, like possessions, like demonic possessions and stuff, there's a reason. I mean, if you don't believe in it, then you don't have to hear this part. But there's a reason why they call alcohol spirits, okay? Let me tell you. With mentally ill people and alcohol, I honestly think that we open ourselves up to negativity and evil when we do that. And it's not her. It's not her. We've seen who she is, you know what I mean? And that's not Trisha. And I'm not going to sit there and waste time on somebody that's not there. You know what I mean? That's stupid. That's a waste of my time. Ugh. And I'm not going to sit there and get mad at the not Trisha person. Like, no. I'm not going to start a fight with a toddler. I'm not going to. That's dumb. It's stupid. So we did our legs, we did our bridge, we did our butt. I want to do some marching maybe, and then we'll do arms. I'm just stretching out. I've already been stretching for 22 minutes. Oh my gosh, she called me a traitor last night. Ah! She does think you are. Yeah, no, her disease thinks you're a traitor. You know what I mean? It's her disease. It's not anything else but. So, yeah, I would not take that personal. You know, you can compare, if you don't want to compare it to a possession, you can compare it to like a teenager. Like a hormonal teenager, okay? Push your foot forward. Take it back, take it down, other side. So just keep doing this while I talk, if you can. Like they'll slam the door and be like, I hate you, you know. It's the same kind of mindset. Like they just feel like everybody's against them. It's very chaotic. It's not her. And you know, I'm not going to get upset about it. I mean, of course it hurts to see her like that. It fucking sucks. She was doing so good at one point. Like I was so super excited for her. And especially when she started to go to church and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, she's got this. Now it's like, no, she's fallen down the rabbit hole. There's no coming. Sometimes people don't come back from that. And you know what I mean? She may just forever be that like 40-something drunk lady on the YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking embarrassing. Like, I feel bad for her daughter, like, for real, 100%. If she does sober up, she's gonna have a lot to deal with. And I think that's probably another thing. When you sober up, you have to freaking, like, literally repair all the damage you've done. So that fucking sucks. That's not fun to do, dude. Okay, let me tell you, that's not fun. But it's what's needed to stay sober. You can't live with that. It's festering inside of your soul. It's just so dark and... I'm just glad I'm sober. I think on every single day... Oops, I did an extra one on that side. Losing track. These are just marches. This is stretch your legs. Okay, so let's go ahead and slowly roll up. I'm going to start getting my back and arms stretched out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to YouTube and walk for like 20 minutes. Not a big deal. So if you see I'm bringing this arm around this way, looking that way, holding it, you know. And I think and I'm not cutting her slack, I'm not saying, oh, because she's bipolar and drinking, it's totally cool for her to be doing all this fucking chaotic bullshit. No. I'm just saying that's why it's happening. And it's been happening for too long, so I can't keep watching it happen. It triggers me, it gives me anxiety. The other side, I simply can't watch it anymore. It's not, you know, I tell you, I don't watch drama. I really don't watch drama, dude. I don't. I like to keep it that way. Like, granted, my channel doesn't get very views because of that, but I don't care. Like, I just want goodness around me. I want good people, like-minded people. Not toxicity. And that's why I chose to tell her last night. She either needs to get help or to, you know, she DM'd me and was like, I'm sorry, I understand. I sent her that video I made last night of me crying. And she's like, I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm sorry, I understand. It was like, made no sense. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, like, I'm not gonna, like, respond to that, you know? Like, if she wanted to talk about, okay, you're right, Nikki, like, what am I going to do? What's my next step? I'm there for her, 100%. But she's not there. Fucking sucks. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders back. One more time. Go forward. Switch legs. I like doing that while I'm rolling my shoulders. Just have one leg bent in. It feels good to me. I don't know why. Rolling your shoulders forward. Take your head down. Look at the camera. Take your head back. Or your phone or whatever, your TV. Head like this. And then I want you to do circles with your head. Oh my gosh, I get this like grindy sound whenever I do this. Oh, it feels so good. Last but not least, let's grip our hands together if you can. If you can't, just go as far as you can go. This isn't, you know, you don't have to force yourself into anything. Do what's physically, obviously okay for you to do. You shouldn't be hurting yourself. Switch legs. Grasp fingers if you can. But yeah, just, I mean, my whole thing is like, let's just try to stay positive. Let's try to be around like-minded people. If wellness is boring to us, we really got to search deep in our hearts and be like, why? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times I see these positive channels and they're like doing all this great stuff and it's like boring to me. And I'm like, well, why the fuck is it boring to me? I'm trying to change myself, you know what I mean? It's a process, you know, and I'm even following her for what, years, you know? It's rough. It's rough, what can I say, you know? But we can band together and we don't have to talk shit on her and we can just move the fuck on. And if she needs us, we're here. Simple. I'm pretty much done with my stretching now, so I'm gonna go over to YouTube and walk for like 20 minutes maybe. Love you. Thank you for watching. I have some mental health vlogs on here. I have other stretches on here. I'm just slowly easing back into it, so I hope that you at least got a stretch in, or at least got an earful of me. I'm gonna go. I need to walk. I need to walk this out. Thanks for working out with me. Hell yeah. Anytime, Karen.